Back to the final episode. I should have put final. I forgot. I'll add it in post episode. But welcome. I'm ahead, get your eyes. Welcome to the village. Resident Evil. Tonight we fight the mother herself, Mother Miranda. Let me make sure everything is up and running good. Alright. Welcome everybody. Hello. We're gonna wait our normal time, about 10 minutes at best. Then we're gonna dive right in. I don't expect this to be I said that last time. That's why I'm starting earlier tonight. I don't expect this to be a super long episode. It really depends on how much we have to do to get to Miranda versus fighting Miranda and anything that's with it. So, I'm not really sure. Hell, maybe even fight Rose. I don't even know what the actual end-boss game fight is in this game. I don't really know what's going to happen at this point. I know, like I said, a lot of the hunches I had were true except the hunk thing. The hunk thing was never really anything real. That was just more me hoping that might be the case, but there wasn't really too much backing it up except for like coincidences. Now, however, I almost like what happened better, because now I'm wondering something else about Ethan because of the note we read about Oswell E. Spencer, and even though he was her student, a student of Mother Miranda, the note seemed kind of personal, just saying. So, he regretted not saying bye, because he had to leave abruptly. Yo, see you later, sup, bro? Welcome. Welcome to the village. Oh, man, tonight, Miranda meets her end, and whatever else may happen tonight. I'm so excited, I can't wait. Also, I did find out something. This isn't really spoilers for me because it's one of the extra modes. We are going to get a Mercenaries mode, just like Resident Evil 4. That's why I do feel like this is literally a first-person Resident Evil 4. But like with their new system and how they're doing it, which I really love. I highly appreciate it. It's actually a lot scarier, I'm not going to lie, because it does stress you out more. Because I think it's a different thing in the brain. When you're in third person, it's weird because it's almost like the camera itself, because you feel more like you're the camera watching the character die rather than it being this is the same reason why VR is even more like this, rather than it being in first person and it coming at you and you're like, crap, I didn't block. Bit me, or hit me with its pickaxe, or with a giant hammer, or whatever. It ate me whole as a giant fish. Tried to saw me in half with metal saw blades. Or cut me with its propeller face. I do really appreciate first person. Also, because something else third person gives you too much of an advantage, I will say. Kiting the enemy. So if you were to watch my Krauser fight that we did in 4, versus when I was actually trying to fight the propeller guy who was in close quarters with me, it's a lot harder to know if you're actually out of the way in first person than it is in third. In third, you're always aware how close something is to you. In first, you are not. And this also gives good surprise attacks from the enemy from behind, because that's also something that could not happen in 4. Because you would see them a couple seconds before they get up really close enough to do their attack, unless they had like a bow and arrow or something with range. So I really do appreciate this new system. So, which makes this game right up there with 4 with me. In some ways better. Probably story, because 4's story is weirdly put together. It's very 90s zombie action thriller. So this seems more Resident Evil scary, and I appreciate that. So let's see, it's only been 4 minutes. Jeez, that moment when you think it's actually been 10 minutes already. But welcome, Celia, and everyone who's joining tonight. So since this is also still just a theory, just like the hunk thing, everyone, as we go through here, take your. I'll reiterate it. Take your. It's not real bets. Just like fake. Like, Hootie, what do you think? Do you think it's gonna be Ethan is just infected with the mold virus, and that's why he was able to come back from the dead from Baker crunching him in the head, or do you do you think it's something deeper in that he's actually, maybe, this is just a long shot, because this is the other hunch I would say, but the mold theory is more liable, because we have a scene of that. We saw Ethan eat the mold at the Baker house. Now, I can't remember until I play 7, because I don't remember all the exact events in what order. I don't know if that's after or before he gets crunched. If it's before, this is why I wish I had played 7 and all those games before we got to this point. So we're going to have to do them in reverse. Which will, in a way, it'll make it kind of cool, because we'll get to see things that you wouldn't normally see playing those games before this game ever existed. So, which is awesome. It's weird, I get some deja vu from this scarecrow. Welcome everybody. Hello everyone who just joined. I wonder if there was actually some kind of beta test for this some long time ago. Or a game that stole something similar to this image. Not stole, that's not the right word. It would exist before Resident Evil, so technically Resident Evil stole it. No. But, what is it? There was a game I saw ages ago that had not exact, like there's no, that little thing to the left with all the hanging blades and stuff from it, that wasn't there. The little totem behind it wasn't there. There was fire. There was some grass around. It was in a field, just like a scarecrow would be. Don't think there was a tree. There was some kind of image on some game I saw a while ago that was similar to this. Did you complete it? What, this game? Not yet. We're about to do it tonight. We are going to finish our episode tonight with Mother Miranda. And we're going to finish our battle with her and find out why Ethan, whether it's just the mold or something greater, is special, and why he didn't fully die when he had his heart ripped out, or when Baker crushed his head, apparently back in 7. That's why I need to go back and do 7. We're going to do that after I complete this and do 5. We're going to go in chronological order from there, though. So once we're done with Village tonight, next week on Wednesday, I'll probably put something else with it as well, because I got some new games that are coming around the corner. We're going to start 5. I'm going to be doing it with my friend Shadow Scar, and we're going to be co-oping it together. And we're going to go through 5 and show you all the incident with Wesker. Now, that note Spencer mentioned in Miranda's lab last night, in last night's episode, mentioned he found the origin virus that he wanted, or a strain of it, in Africa. I'm not going to say any more, because I don't want to go down the rabbit hole until I go back and see more and see the end of this. There's a certain thing that happens in 5 that's very coincidental, that makes that very weird, that Wesker was there. Maybe he got the information when he killed Spencer. That's very liable. But Spencer even mentions in the note there are 4 other founding scientists of Umbrella that happened 15 years from this point ago. when he left this village as student of Miranda and branched out on his own. And he hired 4 colleagues of his choosing, which kind of how like Miranda did for her scientists, who are Heisenberg, Moreau, Benedictio, and who am I missing? Dimitrescu. Were all the same thing. I think they were also all students of her, which is why they all hate her, because she used them for her own nefarious biddings. But I'm so confused by this game. You probably would be, to be honest, if you haven't played 7 Vital or played, technically, apparently, if you haven't played the other Resident Evils either, you'll get part of it with 7, but you won't get the whole picture without 1 through 6. Like, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are actually really relevant to Village. They're just really vague about it, and they tied it. What they did is they finally figured out what they wanted it to, where they wanted the story to go, and then tied them all up, looking for similarities in each game. They did make them, so it would be easy. So, but if you have played 7, you will get at least 50% or maybe 70%. I won't say 75. 70% of the story and understanding it. Especially if you don't know who Chris is. Without knowing who Chris is specifically, that's a big important piece. That without knowing who he is, and never playing the other Resident Evils, you wouldn't really see how weird it is that he's working for Umbrella all of a sudden, and not BSAA, who showed up just recently. So, I've only seen 2 remake in this one. Yeah, two's a big piece. You need 1, 2, you need all of them, but 2's a good piece. If you saw 2 remake, that helps. But without the Baker House, there's also a lot of missing pieces. I think the most important ones are probably 5, 2, and 7. Because those have the biggest references towards what's happening here. Or relation to where it all started here in the village with Miranda. So, that's why I'm eager to beat it. Alright, it's been 12 minutes. Let's go. It is time. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, let's do this. I'll save her. I'll save you. No matter what. Will you, Ethan? Will you? I'm beginning to wonder that I may have to kill you as Chris. It's gonna suck. Chris, having to kill another member of your team. Oh, okay. Because 4 only adds to the icing on the cake, but it's all the ones that are Chris's involved, and 2 is because it's Raccoon City. 1 is only important because of Chris. Because he's the biggest key to all of this.
I gotta go.
Alright, let's do it. My hair is trying to get my eye. Here we go. Are we loaded? You're not loaded. Hold up. I need to be completely loaded. Okay. Oh. Guys, come on now, zombies. Come on. There you go. Y'all gonna do this, okay. I mean, I'll just use the pistol ammo for you guys, that way I don't have to use anything good. Oops. Just like I did for Sadler at the end. Ah, crap. I got bit. See, and that's way more freaky when that happens in first person versus third person. Like, when that happens to Leon, I'm like, ah, that sucks. But when it happens right here, oh! Oh, God! It sucks like bad. Frick it. You know what? I have enough. Like that. I feel like Miranda could use the virus to resurrect her daughter, but maybe she saw what happened when Umbrella did. No, I think Miranda doesn't even know that Spencer, other than the note, Spencer really made Umbrella properly.
I gotta keep going.
Because Miranda's, it even mentions it in the note that you find, that even Spencer realized Miranda only wanted all of this to resurrect Eva. Where...
little Eva.
Yeah.
My beautiful daughter. Come to me.
Oh.
Is that you?
Whoa!
How I've missed you.
Ew. Creepy Miranda, yeah. Wait.
My power is leaving me.
Rose!
Because she prefers him.
Miranda!
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
So you don't know.
Give Rose to me. Now!
That means Evelyn planned this, so
Once
Eva
I-
prefers...
Get her now!
Thanks, Chris! The first time I'll say that, and probably the last.
Let go!
Oh, crap. Get off me, crazy lady.
A lifetime creating this moment. And you try to take it away from me. I will take what is due.
Well, it looks like you've lost your control over your own self.
Fulfilled.
Oh.
Rose is mine!
Uh-oh.
Fuck!
Yep, she's lost control. She has mutated finally.
You
Oh.
fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Williams. You
I don't know where to
disposed of
shoot.
my false children and awakened the glorious Nicholas. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true happiness. So now you can die peacefully.
We're not letting you get away.
Don't resist.
Frick! Oh! Whoa, I need to block.
Please, Mr. Winters, stop struggling.
Oh.
Come. Just you understand that I'm prepared to challenge you. How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize
Oh,
Rose is
no,
my
I
goddamn
don't
kid,
like-
not yours.
I don't like this. No, give me the sniper rifle. We're going sniper.
This is
I don't like spiders. Come on. Oh, shit. Ow.
cease this foolishness. You won't intervene.
Damn it. Damn it.
I've never seen a human live without his heart. Are you sure you're not?
Yeah.
Even my seat
I don't
saved
think you-
me from the
whoa.
pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
vitality. How disgusting.
Hello! Okay.
Will this?
I missed.
Die and be swallowed into the Megamycete for all time!
Don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna block. Oh god, that looks bad. I should shoot you. What's happening?
Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
The hell I will.
Die, 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 die.
Wonder if this is, I guess.
I will take back my daughter!
It's not your daughter. Well, it might be. Might be your maybe granddaughter.
I understand your feelings, Mr. Winters. But this is... If I combine Rose with a Megamycete, my daughter will be made manifest at last! I've waited a century, all for this day. After all, everyone dies.
Oh. I blocked.
Sure, you have no need of Rose now. So close to death.
She's my goddamn daughter. You psycho.
Okay, I'm almost out of pistol ammo. Shotgun
Will
shot.
not him or anyone else take Rose or my daughter from me. I shall put you to rest. For my daughter.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm out. Hold on. I need to make more. I'm out of heals. I can only make one. We gotta make this count, so I need to get hit one more time before I... I need to go to the red before it.
Those four legions. They could do nothing to assuage my years of loneliness.
Ever think the problem might be you, Miranda?
Wait!
You're not capable of real love.
She mentioned the four... Oh. I caught that barely. She mentioned the four researchers she had with her. Not the family ones, the other ones. The only one that left. None of them could please her. Oh no, it's gotta be him. Am I dead? Alright, now I heal. Ouch. Oh crap. She left Emma.
Die, 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 die. I will take back my daughter! Wretch! There's nothing. I shall finish this.
Oh crap. Woo! Or did he have a baby with her? Use the magnum.
My wish will...
Yeah, I will use the magnum, don't worry. I think, yeah, you know what, I think it's time. I agree.
Curse this ramshackle image.
Yeah!
This is how you end.
Yeah! Oh.
To ensure I never see your face again.
Yeah, you like my wolf's bane? It hurts, doesn't it? Woo! What's up, Maria? That eyeball! Whoa. Whoa.
Rose!
Chris is gonna shoot me, isn't he?
It's alright.
So was Miranda and Lady Dimitrescu experiments? Miranda, no. Miranda experimented on everyone else. Oh no. Our powers are wearing off. Well, we can finally get to see... Wait, have we ever seen what Ethan looks like? Have we?
Ethan! Ethan!
Chris.
Come on.
It's too late, bro. He's
on,
dying.
Wake up. Chris.
Oh, it's not over. I have to do the rest with Chris, don't
It's
I?
finished.
I think we've finished each other.
Ethan. We gotta move.
Yeah. Why is it not showing me Ethan's face?
Keep moving, Ethan.
Oh no.
There's a bomb in that
It's
thing
that classic game movie where you never see the face.
Hey, look
I
at me.
know, that hair looks
When I hit this
familiar to me, I just
trigger,
want to say it,
we
but
can't
nope, not gonna say it.
Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia, I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey. Hey.
Show me his face, dang it. Chris, stop doing this to you.
Now, come on, it's not that much further.
He's kind of disintegrating, Chris, just saying.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong.
Whoa! Oh.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
That's what Duke meant. You can't go back to your own world. Oh. It's that giant baby thing, but it has an eyeball now. And I'm blinking. Oh, that's the explosion. That's the explosive Chris planted. Show me her face! So if Ethan can regrow a heart, why has it... No, he can't regrow the heart. He just... The mold can take a certain amount of damage that it can easily regenerate depending on the level of infection. And then after that... Please, come on. No. Dang you, game!
Rose?
Dang you, game!
Go, take us up now.
Boston Mike, Umbrella Head, execute now! We got the baby!
Where's Ethan?
He sacrificed himself. Ah, dang you,
Get
girl!
moving. We have to get clear.
No, we can't go. Not without my husband.
Sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on. Where?
He's back where? Yeah!
What was that?
I told you to sit down.
Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. I tried. He stayed so we could all escape.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Captain, you need to see this.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
What?
What were they thinking?
Whoa!
Orders, Captain.
That's a regenerator!
Squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ.
What?
Someone's gotta pay.
What is happening? Oh. Rose ain't no normal baby. There's something in her. Oh, I think there's a part for Chris. We might need to play it. I don't think we'll get to do it tonight, but we'll check out maybe how it begins. Wait, but what powers was Heisenberg talking about regarding Rose? Something in Rose is a hybrid. I think Rose... Alright, here's my theory since the game sadly didn't confirm it yet. I think... Or Ethan. I think Ethan was either the... I'm not going to say son, maybe great-grandson. I think Ethan's bloodline was related to Miranda's through Spencer. I think Spencer and her maybe had a kid, and he took it with him. And then his family lineage carried on, carrying a bit of the mold virus in them, because she granted all of her students power through the mold virus. That's what this story is talking about, that in the beginning of the game, it's very deceptive. It's talking about Miranda giving each of the scientists different abilities. The puppet master, the one who plays the string in the dolls. Like, I think Spencer was one of them students, because it did say that in the note that he learned everything from Miranda. And he decided in his own words in last episode in that note that he felt a virus would be more effective than the mold itself. So he set out to combine the mold. Yeah, I think the next game is going to be Chris, sadly. But I'm fine with that if this keeps like it is. So... Oh, my brain. See, there's Heisenberg. The power of electricity, magnetism, which she used a mana ray for splicing. But, yeah, I think Ethan's, for right now, until I have another way of saying yes or no, I think Ethan's bloodline is somehow connected to Miranda's, which explains why she wanted Rose.
Gave, but more
Yep.
you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror.
Oh.
Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived.
Oh.
With rampant rage, Father fought the witch, while Mother's loving touch shattered the dark enchantment.
Oh, it didn't show
She was
this.
strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed.
Whoa.
Now, the burnt forest is a grim reminder of Father's sacrifice.
Oh.
To this
Wait.
day, any child who stares too
Father's
long into the
sacrifice.
charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting
Who's
lost
reading this?
while picking berries.
Whoa. Dude. I knew I would enjoy that ending. And just like Ford showing the village before they became bad. Before it became infected and moldy. Everything was semi-normal. It was just a sleepy little medieval village in the day. Well, I say medieval village, 1913. Or something like that in one of the files we read. Oh, man. What happened? Wait. See, now I'm even more... I will say one thing that did get disproved in my theory. But there's still other things that... It didn't say... It's not a yay or nay either or. But... I like... Wait. Anyone looking at that book picture? That's the 1913 family. That's not Mia and... Oh. Maybe I was closer than I thought. Maybe this game did give me a little bit of what it might actually be. That's not Mia and Ethan. They moved to that village in modern times. That's Eva! I'm seeing it as she grows up. Oh. 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 Wait. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Hold on. She got sick. Oh no. I love this game. I love Resident Evil. It's one of my favorite friends. She died. There's crows flying up. Then Eva got sick. What? This is creepy. It's like it's telling its own story. He tells her where to take her. Your daughter is sick. Go here. Oh no. That's a lot like the scene from Resident Evil 4. They were all told to go to the church to receive healing. And that similar scene happened. That's not what that is, but I'm just saying, like, the similarities are insane. Huh. Uh-oh. Oh, Miranda stole Eva, maybe. I think so. And I think she stole it from Spencer. Everyone started getting... Oh, no. And then, because the thing we do know is that the Wesker Children Project is from Spencer's own bloodline. From the original games. The Cadeaux were made. Oh, no. And I don't know if she stole her. I think Miranda and the witch that they probably started seeing after Miranda, the regular Miranda, died. Cause you see he's getting sick now. So that's why there's multiple versions. Spencer must have left. But the others stayed behind. Cause she's watching her family turn into creatures. Ooh! This book is telling. I like this. I didn't expect anything like this in the credits. Normally things like this aren't in credits. I like, look at all these teams. Jeez. Yep, he turned into a lichen. Not Spencer. Because here's the thing. Miranda had multiple children in the village. According to what she said. And that's where it all began. Oh my god. Now I want to know what happens next. Let's see if there's any more. Oh, I love Resident Evil franchise. Oh.
little boy will be able to touch the moon?
What?
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then you can touch it, but
Rose.
it's very, very cool.
Where is she going?
You were being silly.
Oh, to her father's grave, I guess? What? Whoa. What is happening? My brain! It's overloading!
Hey, Dad.
Ethan Winters. A kind husband and who put family before everything else.
Sorry I missed last week.
Mm.
I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is.
School test? Oh!
Talk of the goddamn devil.
Oh!
Close. I love you.
Hate to tell you, girl, much like Ashley, welcome to the Umbrella family. You can't leave. It's permanent.
Where else? Day of all days. We have a situation. You're needed. Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Oh!
Oh, it was just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
Oh! Yes!
Stand down.
We have a clear shot!
She's just a kid.
Together, Rose.
Yes!
Breaking, you know?
I know.
Yes! Yes! I would much rather her over Jake any day. Oh, who's that standing up there? Wait, who that? They stopped. Who was that? The father's story is now done. Okay. Do I need press X? I'm scared to hit any buttons. Who was that? My brain is just spinning. I guess I better press X. Standard difficulty. Great dad. Best dad ever. Challenges and extra content shop. Complete challenges listed in the challenges menu in order to receive completion points. CP can be exchanged for a variety of bonuses, so much like 5, I can use it to cheese the game. We got Chris's part, I think. I think that's what Village of Shadows is, full version. The following movies have been added. Oh no, it's a movie? Might have to go watch that. Creating the Village of Shadows. It might be just... Oh, okay. Level design for Resident Evil Village. Okay. Special weapon. You can now set the following weapon from the extra content shop for finishing the main story. The WCX. Challenge completed. Wait. Whoa! Look how much CP I earned! I play Resident Evils too much. This is the first time through this. I don't think it should be that high. You completed the following challenges. Completion points, CP, can be used to purchase. Not liking this, 4 lures. That sucked. Got no strings. Those are boss battles, some of those. Fish out of water. Up, herbs. Temporary measures. Iron Giant down. The root of the matter. Great dad. Best dad ever. Crafter. Some of these are easy. Patron. Petty thief. Repairer. Hunter. Get the ball rolling. Push comes to shove. Trick shot. Strategist. Medium rare. That was accidental. Leader of the pack. Head drama. Slayer. Photographer. Mathematician. Cynic. Gunsmith. Noise. Safe. Down here. This is where I put all my New Game Plus stuff, is at the bottom. Completed save data successful. We are rich! Yes, we are. Okay, so I want to go look at something real quick. So we want to go to bonuses. Extra content shop. Okay, so we unlocked the mercenaries. For 10 CP, that's bloody easy. Special weapon WC... It's Umbrella's main assault rifle. That'd be like having a Chicago typewriter. And a ridiculous knife that Chris apparently had that I didn't use. I can get Chris's guns. Oh! The hand cannon from 4. A rocket pistol? Don't know what that is. Oh, in Mercenaries. That's that call-in airstrike weapon. Infinite ammo Lemmy. The Lemmy handgun must be fully upgraded and fully customized to unlock this item for purchase. But let me see. Okay. See, we didn't do that, so that's something I'll do in my own time, but... The V61, M96... I don't think we have... Oh, wait. Oh. I don't have enough. That would have made this game so retardedly easy. I can get the Wolfsbane infinite ammo, the stake. We never found this thing. Whoa. The WCX infinite ammo, the USN. Wait. Do I have enough for both of those? Hold on. So you're 40,000. I have enough for that. We're doing that. That will give me an ability to run through this game multiple times and check things I might have missed. Well, I guess we have infinite ammo Chris gun now. Okay, that's where we're gonna leave that for now. Let's go to the movies. Oh. We already seen that. Oh, the full version of Village of Shadows. Oh. You know what? We'll let it play. We have extra time.
Long ago.
Oh my gosh, that assault rifle will be crazy. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll unlock it on my off-camera time when I play this. Because I have to beat every Resident Evil several times.
The bush is empty.
Well, if I haven't beat it yet.
Berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees.
So this is from the beginning to the very end. Because there's pieces missing.
Feeling strange eyes upon her, the girl recalled Mother's scary bedtime tales, and her throat became bone dry. Then the Bat Lord appeared. He greeted her warmly and bit his own wing. "Come, child, quench your thirst," he said. So she drank the thick, dark blood and smiled.
WCX is really good too. Yeah, it is. But I can't get infinite ammo for it yet. That's what I'll go for next in my playthroughs.
The girl shivered in her thin clothes. Then a dark weaver appeared, and with a click of his fingers crafted mist into a beautiful dress. "Come, child, warm yourself," he coaxed. So she clothed herself and smiled with joy. Across waters deep and ominous she went, hoping a boat she found would carry her home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy. Then the Fish King appeared and offered one of his many fins. Come, child, eat your fill. So the girl ate and smiled with joy once more.
I just thought about if Rose has all their powers, she actually makes Wesker look like a chump.
An iron steed appeared, bearing a beautiful golden gear. The creature said nothing.
No wonder Chris keeps her under watch.
And snatched what she thought was another gift.
I want to know who was walking down that street they stopped for.
The other monsters. Terror filled the girl's heart as a wild wind rose about the beasts. Suddenly, a witch appeared, dark yet regal. Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror. Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived. With rampant rage,
it is
Father
creepy
fought the
how
witch,
accurate this
while
story
Mother's
is to
loving
what
touch
actually just
shattered
happened.
the dark enchantment. But the witch was strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed. Even now, the burnt forest is a grim reminder of Father's sacrifice. To this day, any child who stares too long into the charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting lost while picking berries.
Maybe it's Chris, or maybe Chris is the one who called for Rose. Well, no, like I said, the one thing that I'm going to have to change in my theory is I don't think, unless what I explained to James earlier might be true, I don't think Chris is Spencer like I originally thought. That was my original theory, that somehow Spencer had transferred his consciousness from himself to Wesker, from Wesker to Chris. Because the way the Plagueis virus works, you can implant your memories of yourself, if you're the host of the original virus, in other people. That's how Sadler controlled the entire town in Resident Evil 4. So it's not unheard of that could be possible, but I think what's more realistically now possible, seeing who Ethan was, or who he might be bloodline-wise. Because even Miranda thought to herself, "Are you sure you're not one of us?" He might be. So, I'm not really sure about that. But we do know that out of all of this, Rose was completely unharmed. So whatever she is, or has become, through the bloodline of probably Miranda, this is just assumption, and then the part we do know, the infection of the mold virus through Mia, being her mother, and being at the Baker house, and whatever Ethan is. Ethan's the weird elephant in the room that's like, you don't know why it's here, but it is definitely noticeable. And if that's true, that means Spencer's version of the virus, aka Ouroboros, is mixed with the mold virus from Miranda now. Completely. Inside of Rose. Which makes her the probably most OP living organism on this planet now. She's super young. And even for that moment, she let a little bit of it come out. Saying, "I could show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do." Out of her anger for him talking about Ethan. Oh, what if Ethan looked like a lichen so they hid his face? Maybe that's what he actually looked like this whole time. Because the mold virus does make you hallucinate. The Bakers thought the world was normal. So, from 7. So, in its own way, that makes sense. Which, if y'all want to see a summary of it, it is right here. But I think we saw that at the beginning when I first started Resident Evil 8. So, let's get out of here for a second. I mean, this is the end of the game. You would think they would show his face. unless they have a bigger long game plan for him. We don't know who that was. Ethan, which, by the way, this would be a nuclear blast on some small levels. I don't know how he would have survived that unless his virus is just as pure as Rose's. The only person I can think that was there is maybe Ethan. Maybe Ethan survived the blast. Maybe he regenerated. Maybe he absorbed what was left of the megasite, whatever. I don't know what you call it. But you don't stop the car for anybody in an umbrella vehicle. They'd have to be super high ranking, or they'd have to be someone that you wouldn't expect to see there. So, what level is the mercenaries actually got? I'm kind of curious to see where this starts us. Area 3? Area 3, village. Let's do a real quick one, just for the heck of it. This is like a survival mode. But it's a little strange. I'm probably going to go through a lot. Like I said, there's a lot in this game I missed in a lot of the rooms. So I'm going to probably have to go back through on my own time and do some more examination of things. Because I didn't notice things in 4 until I saw things in this game and then went back to 4. The mercenary rules. First, purchase any equipment or weapons needed from the shop. Then you go out into the field. You need to defeat as many enemies as possible within the time limit. Get a good rhythm going and build up combos for extra points. Once you've defeated a certain number of enemies, the goal will appear. Touch the goal to finish and move on to the next area. Complete more areas to rack up even more points for each stage. You can also touch the yellow orbs for bonus time. Speaking of orbs, there are also blue orbs which give you special abilities. Each one has 3 random abilities to choose from. Check out all the cool moves that match your fighting style. You keep abilities between areas, and there is no limit to how many you can have, either. Also, if you equip the same ability multiple times, it will become even more effective. So keep an eye out for those orbs. Any money or time left over when you reach the goal will be counted towards your final score, along with enemies defeated and combos. Your final score determines your rank. The higher your rank at the end of the stage, the better the prize you'll get. May the odds be in your favor. That's interesting. You know what I just realized? It's using my data that I already have done. This is empty. This shouldn't be empty. Interesting. Sup, Duke?
Well then, feel
Another
free
person
to
I'm not sure who you are. How much money do I have? I don't have a lot to start with. I think what we want... 95 versus
I'm skilled at
my
all sorts of weapons.
75.
And we'll do them for a small fee.
I think shotgun's gonna be our best bet early.
I hope this one makes itself useful. Please come again.
Alright, let's I need to reassign that to here, because it's easier for me. Alright. Mercenaries rank the village. Triple S is unknown. SS is 756,000, and so on and so forth. For an S, you unlock ability Magic Magazine. A, unlock stage the castle. B, get 5,000 more lei. Which I think that means I can start with more money every time I do this. No, I mean this. But yeah, we're gonna do this little survival mode real quick. See how we do. As soon as whether we die or win doesn't matter. Oh, wow! They have life bars. What the? This would have been amazingly helpful, you know, in the main game. Although that'd probably be cheating, because then I could actually see how much damage I'm actually doing. Oh crap! I messed up my combo. Come on, zombies. I'm Ethan Winters. Oh, crap. Crap. And I lost my combo. Whoa, corpse combustor. Enemies will likely explode when they are defeated with a gun. Movement speed increases when knife is equipped. I could go like Call of Duty knife zombie mode. Damage no longer taken when guarding? I want that. Heck yeah, wow, that's really OP to be honest. Chapter completed. The goal has spawned. Where? Oh. Oh. Clear. Area completed. Yo, Farseer. Welcome, welcome. That wasn't bad. Wasn't bad points. Clear.
Well then, feel free to peruse. Securing goods is more important than anything.
Okay.
My friend.
We don't have that much money. We didn't really earn anything. We haven't really needed anything else. I think I'm just gonna save my money and because we can't buy ammo either. Could upgrade the Lemmy, but that's unless this counts towards me getting my infinite ammo. I don't want to do that. Come, zombies! Uh-oh. Give me extra time, Jack. I need to get up there somehow. Oh, hi. Let me bring up chat. All brawn. Attack increases, but speed decreases. So how was the ending? And Heisenberg deserved to live. He did. Especially now that I know exactly what I was saying is half right, but also half wrong. Also, whoever that was walking up to Rose in the car as an adult, while Umbrella took her away. So, it's gonna be good. Let's go all brawn. Yeah, ouch. Ah! Nah. I don't kill him enough though. Let's go get this time thing. Where are they? They must be back here. Oh. There's a big boy back here, that's why. At least we get to see their health now. I hate to break it to you, buddy, but I don't take no damage when I guard. Oh. Where are they? Show yourselves! Oh, come on, what the? Well, that one bugged out. Is there another one? I hear archer arrows, but I don't see them. Oh. The goal has spawned. Oh, up there, huh? Yeah, hurry. I gotta figure out how to get over there. This way, I assume? Oh god, don't only have a minute. Gotta hurry. Clear! Wait, I haven't shown. Oh no! Dies by flipper stab to the heart. But let's see. Out of all the fights, Heisenberg was the best. Yeah, Heisenberg did have the best one. I still want to know who he was because he knew Chris somehow. How would he know Chris? That's the thing that's still baffling me about that moment.
Ah, yes.
Is that somehow Heisenberg knew Chris, and he knew him, I hate to put it this way, in a way intimately, because he knew exactly what he did in Resident Evil 5 somehow. I'm gonna kill that boulder punching asshole. I'm like, what? That's really specific. Yeah, we do need to know what happened with Chris, but I think now that I know BSAA sent regenerators to fight Miranda's side of the family, I want to know what's happening in the world. I want to know what's going on in the Resident Evil universe now. Like, what has happened that Umbrella actually is now, ironically, I won't say the good guy still, because I think they're still manipulating all of this from the back screen. Because there's just too much coincidence going on constantly. And the fact that Chris told, and that was confirmed by Mia in last night's episode, Chris told them to move there. Why? If you knew that there was a bioweapon known as Miranda there, which you know Umbrella did, considering Spencer was there literally 15 years ago, so it would be on file. You know, CEO, founder of Umbrella. So it's a bit strange. Ooh, we probably need a sniper.
Thank you for your...
Thank you for your patronage. Shortcut down arrow. We don't need the knife. I can equip the knife manually if I want. Actually, I'll just put it on top arrow. Boom. There we go.
Your patronage.
No problem, big guy. See you later. Oh, final level. He said boulder puncher. He did. He did say boulder puncher. Go watch my... If you didn't catch it, listen to it. He literally says, I'll kill that stupid boulder puncher! So it's a bit strange. Just saying. Plus, the ending with Rose and how powerful she actually is. Why does Umbrella want her? Can't be good. Freaking zombies. Get back. Alright, you're gonna get a shotgun now. What? How are you alive? We need another blue ability. Gruesome Gourmet. Recover a little HP when an enemy is defeated. You can build a Jane agent. Gonna do that. Whoa, hi guys. I brought this for you. Oh, you're gonna need a shotgun. Put your hands up. You? Oh god. Alright. This is going well. Reload. Not what I wanted. Wow, I have to defeat a lot. There are a lot of enemies out here. Where are the rest of them at? Ah. Alright. Let's do the smart thing and sit back here. And just shoot him like this. Now what? Wait, how do I get out of here? I guess we need to run through the house. Must be a way through here. There's a ball up here for some time. Let's get it. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, we need some enemies. Well, he lasted a really long time. Headshots do more damage. Not ooh. It's knifing time. The goal has spawned. Well, we gotta get to it first. Yeah! Oh my god, it does 400. Oh my god, this knife is a king. The time to just get knife. Ethan strength engage. There's 32. If I can get extra points if I just fight. Ow! Do your worst, little zombie. I'm just gonna get that health back when I stab you. Look at that. I love that heals me. Oh, look. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. Okay. I need to reload real quick. We only got 45 seconds to do this. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, fine. You made me do this. Get stabbed! I'm Wesker at this point. And Doom. One more. There was one more enemy somewhere. Mercenaries is fun in this game. You can build such weird setups. New record. B. Yay. Now I get even more money in the beginning. Nice. Alright, we'll do. That's enough for now. Hero of the village. I got some more CP. You complete the following challenges. Hero of the village. Doesn't tell me what it is, but apparently completing the mercenary stuff get you some good CP points as well. I want my knife. I want to be able to make my knife that strong in the story. Actually, hold on. Let's look at our extra content shop. Is there a way to make the knife ridiculous in this game? We'll have to go to the bottom. Bunch of figurines. Actually, hold on. These can sometimes be a little bit revealing in their own. Mia, Ethan Winters. Of course, he has no face. I hate that. I really do. Detailed view. Show me your face. Show me your face. Oh man, okay. But I wonder if Blue Umbrella got access to all of Umbrella's old stuff. Don't they have access to the old Tyrant files and how to create them? More than likely. That's why it's weird that he's keeping Rose. If you were going to go under the assumption, I know he's like, oh, she's still innocent. No offense, Chris, at this point, like, and this is gonna sound really cold, but if you're not looking to keep the virus alive for some kind of means, why are you keeping Rose alive and just didn't let Ethan and her blow up in that explosion? Like, it just seems a bit strange. I don't know. Hey, what's that at the bottom? Wait, a report and there's 80 pages? I'm just gonna skim through them. We're not gonna read this. I'm just looking. Wait. This was a cover. Wait a minute. We might have to read this in its own thing. I might have to like do a synopsis one day when we play an episode, because I do want to do Mercenaries and show y'all like some of the cooler, more OP weaponries in this game. But it'll be its own special stream. We're probably going to read this during that stream. I'm going to read the first 4 pages. The Baker Incident. The report depicts my investigations into the events after the incident at the Baker's residence. The Baker Incident, July 2017. A number of people lost their lives at the residence in the middle of an American countryside. It was a truly horrifying tragedy. I still don't know the exact number of victims. 2 survivors, husband and wife Ethan and Mia Winters, were able to shed some light on the events which should have shook the world. But there was a cover-up and the Winters vanished. That, once again, this keeps pointing Chris towards the bad guy. As much as I want to try to give him the benefit of the doubt, and this blue umbrella he's with, if you're trying to expose the truth and stop this and actually stop it, why do you keep covering it up? You could use the plausible deniability and people will freak out and go insane, but in 6, much like 2, a whole city was infected. So, there's going to be a certain point where, does that matter anymore? So, okay, so let's keep this, read this, like I said, up to, actually, I'm going to read the page 10, because we're not going to do all 80, that'd be too much. There is someone or something powerful acting behind the scenes, I just know it. I decided to investigate, to follow the breadcrumbs of what happened after. How can I be so sure? Because I'm someone who was there. First of all, how was the incident reported upon its discovery by the world? Let's take a look at some newspaper clippings from that time to see how the news was manipulated. This is very discovering. Jesus. Discovery of the incident. Local newspaper, the Dolve Daily, July 22nd, 2017. Family of 4 found dead in Dolve. Dolve County Sheriff's Office have reported that the Baker family were found dead in their home in North Dolve on the 21st of July. The surrounding details are currently unknown. Apart from the deaths of Jack Baker, his wife Marguerite, their son Lucas, and daughter Zoe. Deputy Sheriff Dave Anderson has been what? Wait, yeah, wasn't there a sheriff that tried to help you? It's been a while. I need to play 7. Deputy Sheriff Dave Anderson has also been missing since the 19th, according to... Wait. Oh. So that would be 2 days. That is a very small timeline. Deputy Sheriff Dave Anderson also has been missing since the 19th. According to Deputy Sheriff Riley Whiteford, who visited the Baker's residence around the time of his disappearance. All of that happened in a couple of days? Interesting. Wait a minute, social media post July 22nd, 2017. That thing with the dead family, wasn't that where that giant black monster was? You think they were eaten by that thing? No way. It's not some cheesy horror movie. Old man Jack did say some crazy stuff. I remember him getting into a lot of fights. He probably killed the whole family then off himself. Transcript of a complaint to the county sheriff office. I don't believe it. It's been 2 days already, but you haven't reported anything else. Was it murder, an accident, suicide? And what's with the National Guard sealing the place off? What are y'all hiding? So wonder if this was the Baker family making a report, or someone in the town near the Bakers making a report about the town being closed off. I kind of want to just keep reading. Very little was reported shortly after the Baker incident was discovered, leading to rapid spread of rumors and speculations. The Bakers were completely isolated from the rest of the community, and sealing off the entire area around their home set things in motion. I recall there sure was a lot of public pressure on the press for information. I admit that at the time I was being held in quarantine. Is Chris writing this? Wait, who's writing this? If that was so, I swear, if they send Nemesis and Mr. X to kill Miranda... They did? No, did you see the end, Farseer? Did you miss the scene where Chris was on the helicopter with Umbrella? BSAA sent regenerators, but they use weapons now. The project is pretty close to Miranda's level of Lycans. They use guns and everything. So BSAA has something going on, but like I said, I don't fully trust Umbrella in this either, because something just doesn't feel right. So we don't know who's writing this, but it may be Chris because of what that just said. Could be Ethan, but I don't think so, unless that person walking was Ethan, but I doubt it. Well, I doubt he wrote this. Alright, so I admit that at the time I was being held in quarantine by a certain organization and couldn't see any of the news for myself. They finally allowed me to watch TV a few days after I was flabbergasted by the stark difference between the reports and the reality. 2. The cover-up. Might have to read this. That will send people back to the line board. That's what I'm saying. The regenerators are mini tyrants, but they got guns? Crap. Yeah, they do. So somebody figured something out. Because that's what BSAA was attacking Miranda's village with. Chris recovered one. One of his Umbrella operatives said, "Sir, you need to look at this. BSAA didn't send soldiers. They sent a bioweapon." And he uncovered the BSA agent's face. It was pale and white and gray and regenerator looking, but it looked like a human. Just completely changed. So they're getting real close. Let's see. Alright, local newspaper, Dulve Daily 30. Sheriff's office say Baker family killed by natural gas. In a follow-up on the deaths of the Baker family on July 21st, the Dulve County Sheriff's Office stated it is highly likely that their deaths was caused by a hydrogen sulfide leak. The local area is surrounded by wetlands, which combined with a concentration of pollution could have led to the buildup of toxic gas and claimed the lives of the Baker family. The leak has been blocked. However, the authorities have sealed off the area in order to prevent any further accidents. The victims included... Ooh, there's actually a lot more in this than the Bakers. And that sheriff. The heck? Deceased, Jack Baker. All the Bakers. Dave Anderson, the sheriff. Clancy Jarvis? Andre Stickland. Peter Walken. See, I wish I had played 7 to kind of know who these are. Next thing. Social media post July 30th, 2017. This is the cover-up version versus the one that was the legit social media post. Toxic hydrogen sulfide gas? They're kidding, right? I heard there were soldiers, tanks, helicopters, the whole shebang when it happened. The government's up to something for sure. And here comes the conspiracy theorists. A bunch of the nut jobs like you came out of the woodwork during the Raccoon City incident. But there was that black monster in that satellite photo of the shipwreck. You have to admit something's fishy. Magazine Inspector. An interview with Sally Baldwin, professor of geological science at Midden University. Interviewer. So you don't agree with the report from the sheriff's office that it was a natural gas leak? Baldwin. We can't rule out it completely. but it's very unusual, all things considered. Hydrogen sulfide builds up in areas where there's a lot of volcanic activity. The town of Dolve, however, has no volcanic activity anywhere in the area. My own geological survey in 1998 revealed absolutely no hydrogen sulfide in the area. A tragic natural gas leak. That was the official stance on the Baker incident. But this is the complete fabrication. Nothing about the murders in that house. Nothing about the terrifying monsters that stalked the halls and lived within the walls. It's evident that someone was keeping the truth hidden. The thing that surprised me the most was the fact that my name was on list of the victims? Who is this? The organization still had me in quarantine. Is this Ethan? I was terrified the whole thing would come to an end with me actually being among the deceased. So it was one of the deceased people. Wait, what? I gotta go back for real quick. The sheriff? Or Stickland? I actually don't know. Okay. I was terrified the whole thing would come to an end with me actually being among the deceased. Thankfully, it was a needless fear. The organization gave me a new identity and let me go. I guess they figured I was harmless and didn't know anything. I was also allowed to live as a new person, apparently for my own safety. I tried to contact the other two survivors, Ethan and Mia. So maybe it was the sheriff. Wait, I thought the sheriff died. Like, actually died. I don't remember. I really need to play 7. They saved my life, after all. I wanted to at least thank them? Zoe? Wait. Are you telling me the canon ending is that Chris actually got Zoe out as well? And they cured her? And she's the last of the Baker family? Makes sense why she'd get a new identity. No, but he said that the person said they didn't know anything. I guess they figured I was harmless and didn't know anything else. I guess that would make sense. From her perspective, she would just think that her family was infected by some kind of biological disease. Some kind of bioweapon. Huh. They saved my life. I wanted to at least thank them, but they completely disappeared. So Chris did have them move to the village for a reason. I know the Oh! What? What is happening? I know the organization knows where they are. So I decided to investigate the BSAA. Bioterrorism, so that's what they stand for. It's been a while. Bioterrorism Security Assessment in that alliance. A counter-bioterrorism organization sanctioned by the United Nations. It was formed to combat the rise of bioterrorism after the collapse of Umbrella Pharmaceuticals. They have combated terrorism across the world, including China and Europe. And the China one's Resident Evil 6, I think. And technically Africa, but that seems to be not mentioned here. That's interesting. Wait a minute. Hold on. Who's played 5? Who here has played 5? Resident Evil 5. Does anyone remember 5? Do you remember what we played as and who we were supposed to be sending there by? I said this in a previous stream too. No, they were not. That last part is inaccurate. Uh-oh. Why? Wait. Two things that are wrong about this sentence and a complete lie. And if you have never played all the Resident Evils, you probably wouldn't have caught this. because you have to have played 5 specifically to know this. BSAA, under the company of Chris and Sheva and Resident Evil 5, were sent in Africa, neither China or Europe. I know where those are. I know what it's talking about with those. I know what the Europe one was. Okay, whoa. We need to hit the brakes for a second. I'm glad I decided to do this early enough because I gotta wrap this up after we're finished reading all this. I did a while ago, BSAA. So, BSAA, yeah, you're right, Farseer. BSAA was supposedly under the command of Chris, the one that handled Wesker's Ouroboros, that he was going to launch from a stealth bomber that he took off from Africa. That he made Ouroboros from the origin virus that Spencer, in the note to Miranda, mentioned. Which is why I actually think Wesker is Spencer, not that old man in the chair. Because Wesker knew what the origin virus was. The one he wanted and mentioned Miranda to. They were in Africa, but BSAA covered all that up. Yeah, but this right here would say that, though. If it was done by BSAA. So there is 2 parties at play right now. Is it bad I don't think Wesker's dead? I think I just got chills on my spine. I don't think our big, awful, super zombie Ouroboros ridden, maybe Spencer, may not be dead. I don't know if you can stream Resident Evil 7. Oh, really? That would be sucky if I can't. Sup, Shadow Scar, by the way, welcome! Every time I start a game, I get a scene blocked. That's strange. Hopefully that's not the case. I've never seen any other Resident Evil have that issue. I have a way around that if that's the case, but... So Chris was not really in command of BSAA, so a Blue Umbrella double agent? I don't think that was BSAA. I think Sheva thought he was BSAA. I think he was working for Umbrella at that moment. In 5. This right here confirms it. Because not once in this investigation of Umbrella into BSAA does it mention Africa. It only mentions China and Europe. China is Resident Evil 6. Europe is Leon! So you heard me right when I said that. It says China and Europe officially. Europe is Leon. Interesting. And then the final lie, because everyone's seen that cutscene spoiled all over YouTube with the Final Fantasy with Resident Evil 7, where Chris comes in wearing a Blue Umbrella logo. That says BSAA intervened and saved Ethan and Mia and I. Interesting. See, the fire is starting to light. It's starting to come to a blaze where whatever is happening is coming to the foreground. We are about to see it very soon. Whatever is happening. And then at the end of this game, by the way, spoiler alerts, Kevin, before I say this. So yes, Farseer. And I'm like, what? I'm at a loss right now? I'm at a huge... The emblem did kind of look like BSAA on that helicopter he called in. It's an early model because that game was before 5. But it's just like the Regenerators. The Regenerators existed a long time ago. But they've kept their place in all the games. Yeah, Capcom definitely. You know what, Capcom? I misunderestimated you. I'm saying this now and here. I severely misunderestimated you. There's something way bigger going on in the background than any of the games have ever let on. So yeah, back to real quick, just in case you're there, Shadow Scar, Kevin. Spoiler alerts, just in case you haven't seen this scene in 8. I gotta remember where I left off. What I was gonna say. BSAA at the end of 8 sends in regenerator assault rifle wielding soldiers. So, okay, BSAA and Blue Umbrella are up to something. That's what I'm saying. I think there's 2 parties now. Now I'm really scared that I don't think Wesker is dead. At least, not fully. I don't think that volcano finished him. I mean, we saw Miranda get nuked, but we've seen how much the mold and these types of viruses can take in damage. They can regenerate from the smallest little piece. So my worry is, much like Cell, that man did not fully die in that volcano. And he is somewhere running the BSAA. The rabbit hole is now reaching the Earth mantle, right? This is getting weird! I just don't think Wesker's dead. I don't. I think, hell, it could be even bigger than this. Even Chris may not even know what I'm about to say. What if, at the end of the day, both are being controlled by the same person, and he actually is still alive? You know how pissed Chris is gonna be if that's the case? There's gonna be another boulder punching incident. Oh, alright, let's continue. Because BSAA did not rescue Ethan and Mia. Okay, continuing. Thanks to my detainment in their facility, which now we think is Zoe, because this is a third party from Ethan and Mia that survived the Baker incident, question mark? There's only one that I know that might have. So, I have a pretty good idea of who their members are. I was very, very persuasive when I came to asking them about the organization and top secret documents. The topic I was most interested in, of course, was the Baker incident. I wanted to know the truth that BSAA was hiding. The hidden truth. I'm so glad we decided to read this. Screw it, we're going to go all the way to the end. Alright. Ooh! Wait. Let's keep reading. Okay. Didn't 6 involve Europe as well? No, it was mostly China. There was, I think, a scene, like an area that was in Europe, but mainly it was China. It's talking about that final incident. You remember the dude you fought on top of the giant building with... Was it Leon? Refresh my memory, Kevin. It's been a while since I beat 6, which I'm going to have to go back and do again. Wasn't it Leon who fought that giant beast on top of the buildings? That super rich dude? Ooh, who I think I know who is the owner of what now? Turned into that giant creature? I think it was Leon. If so, that means BSAA was involved in that too, which it confirms that. But Leon mentions that he quit working for Umbrella in Resident Evil 4 to Krauser. So he ain't working for Umbrella during 4, but he might be working for BSAA. So it's... Ooh. Okay, at this point, Chris needs to start punching boulders and Leon needs to start judo kicking people. Right? No, there needs to be a game. And Capcom, hear me out. Please do this. There needs to be a game with both, and I don't mean 6. I mean both of them at their most strongest, going in, realizing both sides are just not trustworthy anymore, and just kicking both asses. Just kick both of them in the face. And Chris, you punch them. But just both of them just need to realize both suck, and both need to be dealt with. One's in the other. One's in one, one's in the other. They're in the perfect position for both of them to usurp both. So, God, I love Resident Evil. I didn't expect any of this either. And part of what I said was right, just not exactly. It's not exactly what I thought it would end up as, but let's continue. God. Alright. Secret meeting between the sheriff and international organization. One of our reports has unearthed evidence that a secret meeting happened between the Dolphay sheriff, Coleridge, and the international organization known as BSAA. So the sheriff met them. Many have voiced their concerns around the legitimacy of the sheriff's office statements that the incident at the Baker's estate was caused by a toxic gas leak. Inspector suspects there might be more to the story, and the sheriff's office and BSA are covering something up. We reached out to the sheriff's office, but they refused to give a statement. Edgar McClintock. Oh, God. Well, I haven't seen that emblem in a while. BSAA Investigations Department. Final report on Baker incident. The following details the investigation into the biological disaster in Dolphay, Louisiana, also known as the Baker incident. This document is for employees with Class B clearance and above. Oh, no. Alright, here we go. Have you finished Village? Yeah, we beat it. I got to see what BSAA did at the end of this game. They were here too. Umbrella wasn't the only one here. Chris's unit had to avoid them while they warred with Miranda's Lycans with their regenerator army. He did and found a deeper rabbit hole. Yep, thanks to the Boulder Puncher. And also Heisenberg, and this is something showed Farseer or told Farseer about as well, and everyone else. If you check out my previous episode, Kevin, or when you beat this game for yourself in the future, Heisenberg specifically says, "I'm gonna kill that boulder punching asshole." So I maybe Miranda's BSAA. Think about that. Rifle Company. Spencer learned everything he could learn from Miranda before he founded Umbrella. We found that note in her lab. Spencer was her student. So, maybe she's BSAA. Or at least part of it. I don't even know anymore. We have concluded that the Baker incident was caused by accidental contamination. That part is accurate. From a prototype bioweapon known as Evelyn. The residents of the Baker household were contaminated by a mold-like pathogen, Mutamycete. Evelyn was capable of rapidly producing this mold, and it enabled her to control those infected both mentally and physically. The Baker family were not the only victims. Evelyn manipulated the Bakers into kidnapping dozens of people. These victims were infected and mutated into monstrous creatures called molded, which are the mold's version of a regenerator. That's those big, weird, hard-to-kill things in the hallway in the house towards the end of the game. Evelyn was originally created by... Whoa. See, this is something Umbrella does, too. They will hire third-party companies to create viruses, meaning it giving them the plausible deniability. Evelyn was originally created in a Munich research facility by the international crime syndicate known as the Connection. That's an interesting choice of a crime syndicate name. It's a little on the nose if it's what I think it means, but BSAA dispatched a team to destroy Evelyn. The mission, however, was not successful, so now we're getting to see the truth. and Evelyn escaped. Evelyn was then transferred to America by the connections via Chris was on that ship. The connections is Umbrella. BSAA doesn't know that's Umbrella. The ship had Chris on board. If you played the secret files in 7, all this got spoiled for me on YouTube. Because I decided to watch ahead. I should have just played it. If you played the secret files with Chris's section in that game in 7, where it's on board the boat, he was present during that incident and was there to keep her contained before she got out. And her caretaker, there it is! That was Leon. Okay, so that was Leon. I was right. Mutant T-Rex was Leon. Got it. There it is. Shall I say more? Everyone read the bottom of this. Huh. 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 Wait a minute then. Huh. Yeah, president can be anything. She could be BSAA leader itself. Who knows who Ashley really is? At this point, I don't know who anybody is anymore. Except for that statement says a lot about this universe. I finally have that right there, solidifies everything I've ever said. So I'll read it out loud one more time. Evelyn was transferred to America by the connections via ship along with her caretaker, Mia Winters. Let's move on, shall we? I think I made the rabbit hole bigger. This is making the rabbit hole gargantuan. This file is destroying my brain. However, Evelyn managed to escape during transport. She murdered most of the ship's crew, which you get to see, and destroyed the ship. We believe she then abandoned the vessel that had washed up on the bottom. Uh-oh. So that's why the dude made a smart-ass remark and called her Evelyn. That's why he called Rose Evelyn. Oh no. The rabbit hole's getting the size of Jupiter. We believe she did abandon the vessel that had washed up in the bayou near the Baker residence. The aforementioned operation to eliminate Evelyn was BSAA's failing. We cannot deny that it has resulted in Evelyn infecting innocent civilians. BSAA will have to take responsibility should these events ever come to light. As such, we advise that a cover story is fed to the media and BSAA's involvement is kept quiet. Here we go. I am so glad we decided to read this. We're almost halfway done. E-Series Mutamycete Analysis Report. Biological Analysis Report on E-Series Mutamycete. Henceforth referred to as Mutamycete. Recovered from the Baker residence. The Mutamycete has similar characteristics to Cladosporium. Hello, I'm sorry. This is the last thing I gotta do tonight. To Cladosporium, which I like that Resident Evil is now starting to compare it to real life things, because it helps kind of make it more realistic feeling, even if it's not. To Cladoporcerium black, aka black mold, and has incredibly high reproductive properties. It acts like a parasite, infecting the cells and rewriting the DNA of its host. That sounds familiar. I think that was a sleepy little town. A certain maybe not even actual Raccoon Police Department cop had to deal with something similar to this. So it rewrites the host DNA. Furthermore, when it combines with other bacteria, it creates its own muscle tissue, brain, and nervous system. As such, an organism infected with the mutamicete transforms into a type of undead monster. Bioweapon report file. This is getting deep. A human biological weapon constructed through the implantation of mutamicete into a human embryo. Wow. That's awful, actually, if you think about it. Has the ability to infect with a fungal network and control hosts through brainwave signals. Evelyn was driven by a natural instinct to create a family. And the infected victims she controlled were her surrogate family. However, due to an innate defect in her chromosomes, Evelyn's cells reproduced at an accelerated rate, causing her to age rapidly, then die. Next one. The connections report are not. Is there a wall big enough for the Titanic line wall that has been formed? I don't think so. I don't think there is. The Connections is a crime syndicate with no base of operation. Their organizational structure is unknown. However, we are aware of their actions on a global level. In recent years, they have been particularly active in Eastern Europe, where Resident Evil 6 and a lot of other things are happening. Except for 7, that happened in America. But most of their activities appear to revolve around the creation and selling of bioweapons. Evelyn was one of their products. Reliable sources have confirmed that the criminal organization was founded by We're at black hole level now. This just got extremely black hole level now. Reliable sources have confirmed that the criminal organization was founded by Brandon Bailey. Bailey is a shrewd man and was once the right-hand man of Oswald E. Spencer, CEO and president of Umbrella Corporation. His current status and location are unknown. Bailey and Spencer became estranged due to the differing visions, and Bailey used the connections he made working as the director of Umbrella. Black hole level reach. I love this game. I love it. The organization's main goal appears to be simply to be commercial gain. Further investigation are in progress. Okay. According to BSAA's top secret documents, the Baker incident, as I know it, was just another statistical blip to be recorded. That's how they all are. That's legit the entire franchise. That fateful night when the tanker washed up in the bayou, Jack took that little girl from the shipwreck into his home. Then she turned everyone crazy, made us into monsters. I still think this is Zoe. She said made us into monsters too. Zoe was infected. She just never fully mutated. BSAA knew this when they manipulated the media and covered the whole thing up. An easy thing to do for an organization with direct backing from the United Nations. They couldn't let anyone know it was them who let Evelyn, the cause of all this, escape. I continued to investigate and finally caught wind of Ethan and Mia's location. Ooh, this is gonna get crazy. The more we read, the more my brain gets ruined. Mine too. BSAA Investigation Department transcript interview with Ethan Winters. Audio begins. There's also something that's a gap. Do you know what I just realized the big gap in this is? I still think Ethan, by the way, Farzir, you remember my original assumption about Ethan, right? Him being an Umbrella operative that's had his mind wiped. Mia was never his wife. She was the caretaker of Evelyn. How could she be Ethan's wife? And that in its own shows Ethan is not who he says he is. And they've given, as this person writing this says, people new identities before. So, I'm beginning to wonder that, you know, maybe I wasn't totally off track. Just maybe it's the wrong person. Maybe it's just some other agent that was trained to do this. I don't know. But let's see. Audio begins. Shall we begin then? Please state your name and occupation. Ethan Winters. I am systems engineer. How many times do I have to say this? When are you going to let us go? Our interviews until now have been necessary to conclude if you had any other ulterior motives. Now we understand that you were just an innocent victim in this whole incident. That's also why I think he's a sleeper agent. Plausible deniability. So you're going to let us go? Yes, but we have one condition. What's that? We would like you and your wife to remain under our supervision. In exchange, we will provide you with a new home, a new country. What are you saying? You want us to take on new identities? Wait, a new country? You want us to move to another country? To a lovely country in Eastern Europe, to be precise. Europe? You gotta be kidding. Why the hell would we... You are both witnesses to what happened. There's a certain criminal organization... Wait a minute! Now! I really don't believe this. This in its own is deceptive. Because now that we know for sure that she was Evelyn's caretaker, this wouldn't make her Ethan's wife. And who did Mia say moved them to the village? Chris, who works for Umbrella. Like I said, I think they're all linked. They're just all being manipulated in different directions. Chris doesn't know what's going on. BSAA don't know what's going on. Leon don't know what's going on wherever he may be. Claire, wherever she may... That's also another thing. Where is Chris's sister? Where is Jill Valentine? What's happening? So Ethan could be someone important in Umbrella. You forgot about there's other Umbrella agents who was near Hunk's level. There are. That's why I said I don't think it might necessarily be Hunk. Just, I do think he's a sleeper agent. I do not think he's who he says he is, or who he thinks he is. But all the way to Europe without any say? You can forget everything you've experienced here. Start a new life. It's better for the both of you that way. There's no way we can forget everything that happened. I want to talk to Mia about this. Let me talk to Mia. BSAA, is this going to be on Mia? Hold on, this one might be different. Okay. You see that? That first sentence. BSAA Investigation Department transcript of interview with Mia Winters. Audio begins. According to our examinations, you are mostly free of the mold now. Mia, did you tell him about my past? No, as a sign of appreciation for your cooperation, BSAA has not divulged your involvement with the connections. I just want to return to a normal life with Ethan to forget everything. So maybe she was hired. So maybe she started normal, but was hired. But from what we have seen, I don't trust any of this now. because it's giving us false information on purpose, saying that BSAA is the one that rescued Mia and Ethan when we clearly saw Chris and Blue Umbrella. So, Ethan and Mia in Europe. I was ecstatic that I finally had a clue into their whereabouts. However, that was where my investigation hit a brick wall. BSAA security is tight, and even with some acquaintances helping me out, no one knew the Winters' exact location, which makes sense when you consider an international crime syndicate is after them. They're not, though. They're a part of... That's what I'm saying! 2 years passed and no progress. I gotta bring chat back up. It went to sleep. We're almost done. We got 20 more pages, which is... Since some of these are real small, it should be pretty quick. It's 10:12. We gotta hurry. I ended up working as a rookie reporter for a small newspaper in New Orleans. The Baker incident has all but vanished from people's minds. Then one day a letter arrived at my tiny apartment. It was from none other than Mia Winters herself. Once again, BSAA didn't keep Mia and them at the village. That was Chris. She said it verbally when you beat the game. She legit said, Chris, you brought us here. Why didn't you protect us? So, Mia's letter. Hey, how you doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? BSAA won't let us send any emails or letters, but I have this directly on the employee... but I gave this directly to an employee to give to you. So it should be safe. Our location is still hidden. I've always wanted to tell you how thankful I am. Ethan and I would have died in that house if it hadn't have been for you? What? Zoe did not save us. Chris wasn't on that report. So it's not Chris writing this. So the Baker incident didn't happen at all of what you saw. What we saw was a hallucination by the mold. So what really happened? And who is this? Who is this? Legit, who the hell is this? At this point, Blue Umbrella and BSA are at odds and so many things happen. But yet, are they at odds? This is saying BSAA brought me and them to the village. But we know Chris did. That rabbit hole's getting weirdly deep. Like I said, we're at black hole level of holy crud. So that's really unusual. Ethan and I would have died in that house if it hadn't been for you. It must have been hard to fight all alone for so long. So thank you. What? I really need to play 7. I really need to play 7. There's something hidden in 7 that no one noticed. There's gotta be. This is really strange. I can't tell you where we are, but we're safe and happy. I feel like we finally settled down into our new life. The house BSAA gave us is huge. I don't know what to do with it all. Oh, that reminds me. There's a reason I wanted to write to you. Ethan and I had a baby! I included a picture of her with this letter. I warn you, she is so cute. Aww. Happy half birthday! We named her Rosemary. Isn't it such a wonderful name? I hope you can... I wish you would say who this is to, but I know they can't do that because there's probably another game that they're making. I hope you can come and see her someday. Ethan wants to see you too. I've learned all kinds of local dishes. I'm sure you'll like them. No need to reply. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Take care of yourself, okay? Sincerely, Mia Winters. I couldn't hold back the tears. Who is this? I'd almost given up finding them. I couldn't hold back the tears. I'm glad three of them are happy in their new life. Just as I went to close the mailbox, I spotted another envelope. It was embossed with the BSAA logo, the sender unknown. It contained the following. So this is Chris? Now, okay, so if this is Chris that's been writing this whole time, okay, we need to read this. This is going to be stupid important. Warning letter to Chris Redfield. This has been sent by BSAA. There's a certain person I think that would send this to him. Chris, we're growing concerned with your recent activity. According to recent reports, you have taken personal control of the elite unit, the Hound Wolf Squad, without permission. And you've accessed a number of top secret documents, also without permission. What the hell are you doing? What are you and your squad doing in Eastern Europe? Who the fuck is this Miranda that keeps popping up in your correspondence? What's with the investigation into the Winters family? You've been very critical of BSAA since the Baker incident. You might be one of the founding... You might be one of the founding original 11, but I cannot let you continue to run around unchecked. So I will repeat myself. What the hell are you doing? BSAA HQ. This one thing scribbled on the back of this. It's not over. Woo! This is everything I have on the Baker incident. It's purely for my own reference. I don't intend to send it out to the general public. I will continue my investigation. Many have tried to get in my way, slow me down. But I'm not doing this for my family. What did you just say, Chris? Wait a crap! What? No! 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 Kevin's like, one of the DLCs in 7 has you play as Jack Baker's brother? We have to play 7. We have to play 7. We have to play 7. But this was Chris. This was addressed to Chris. Unless this is the Baker's brother, I don't think he would be this good. Oh no. Oh no! Do you know what that means? I thought Chris looked a bit old. No. 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 I will continue my investigation. Many have tried to get in my way, slow me down, but I'm doing this for my family. I won't give up. I know that someday I'll be able to give Ethan and Mia my thanks directly. At least I pray I can. That's why he went to the village. Oh, No, it's Bailey. I know it's Zoe. Okay, it's not Chris. So this is very confusing. Wait, for my family. So she's talking about the Bakers. I have to play 7. We have to play 7. 7 is now integral. Zoe survived. Even if you give the cure to Mia, Zoe survived. Something happened in that house that didn't happen. Or, according to Ethan's perspective. What? Okay, so it's not Chris. At least that we know of. Who knows anymore? This game is... I do agree. We're definitely in the realm of Shazink madness. So many strings. So many turns. So many twists. So many confusions. So many... what do you call it? So many... What's it called? So we're gonna get a game with Zoe? And so the next game, here's my bet on the next game. Take your bets. I think the next game is either gonna be Zoe, Chris, or Rose. Or Zoe about Rose. Who knows? Oh, my brain has died. The Baker incident report end. Okay, the laws of madness have taken over. They have. I kind of thought it might be Zoe. That was my original assumption when I started reading that. Because... what? What? Kevin, Meg, Jack, Peter. What did you say his brother was name was? Jack Baker's brother. Chris Redfield, Molded, Evelyn, Dave Anderson, the dog, Alan Douglas, Annabelle. I don't remember Annabelle. Andre? Are those like the concept people that made the game? Those top left ones are strange. Jack, Meg, Kevin, Annabelle, Margaritas, Evelyn, Molded. Okay. Close-up pictures. Wait, who's the... Wait, who's the boy? The frick? Who's the boy? Wait, what? Who that? Wait, a rough draft of Evelyn, Chris, and Dave, the young boy in the middle, was originally... they took him out. Okay, so he was going to be a part of the Baker family. I'm glad I read that. Like, who are you? This is already confusing enough. But he was cut. Evelyn ended up taking his place. So they wanted 2 children. They were going to make probably the Baker's youngest boy be a part of her main... He probably would have been the closest to her, I bet. And this is Evelyn herself at the final part of the game, I think. These are rough drafts of Evelyn's final form, her old woman form transforming into a giant monster that absorbed her body, using the mold. Oh, God. Rough draft of the type of white molded that was axed. Oh, that would have been creepy. Why'd they get rid of that? This was going to be a female variety that had tentacles resembling hair underneath the hair, with a mouth like appendage that sticked out in attacks. There were also early development plans to have an antibody gun that would have been effective against the molded. That part I can see why they cut that. But I think that would have been a really creepy design. I like this. This is cool. Initial rough drafts of Ethan and Mia when they were not going to be married, but strangers. So they did, you can tell they had considered just letting Mia be a completely umbrella and have him be a stranger that ended up there. But I guess the commitment and getting the player to believe why Ethan is doing this wouldn't have made sense. So they changed it. Because they wanted him to be an investigator and Mia was a missing person. But that also would be too much like Resident Evil 4, So that's probably why they axed that as well. Oh, Jack's glasses were his key focal point for his character during early development. The image on the right is of his chainsaw fight. Oh, wow. I need to play 7. Ooh. The main antagonists were the Baker family, so the designs of the general monsters, the molded, were some of the hardest ones they needed to stand out without taking attention away from the Bakers. That's actually true. I could see, you know what, then it makes sense why they didn't go for such a drastic female molded special enemy. The Bakers look realistically human thanks to the techniques using scanned photographs, so we wanted the molded to not outshine them. Always back to the insect. Designs from Marguerite's creepy crawlies from the top. There are adult and young man-eating insects, as well as man-eating spiders that live in doorways. I hate that house. I would no. They were made pallid in order to appear less repulsive. Insects found in some real abandoned buildings in Louisiana were used as reference. So you can actually find these in the house? Ew! Realistic, but ew! Family photo of the Bakers. When this picture was planned, the old woman and the young girl were separate characters. So they originally also, Evelyn wasn't the old woman, she was just a little girl. Okay. The left shows an early design for a mutated Jack where he looked more like himself, but this was later changed so the player could easily identify his weak point. Strange, weird concept. Well, there's a second page. The picture on the right is a design from Mia's colleague, Alan. That's right, Alan. Alan was in that, was mentioned. Designed for the four-legged molded named Molded comes from mold and transform. Oh, goodness. Art from early development of Resident Evil 7. This was from the moment we decided the setting and from the whole game was based in the American South. Initial rough draft of the Baker family, including a wide range of bizarre characters that could have been added on. Daughter, mother, grandma, question mark. Son, dog, father, and servant. There was going to be a servant, and then there's going to be a giant, weird, bedridden one. Dang, twins were going to be a thing, like The Shining originally. Father Baker looked completely different in this picture. And so did the son, whatever his name is. Ugh. One idea for Margaret's mutated form, originally thought up by designers similar to Resident Evil games with a lot of body parts coming out of her. But we ended up going for a new and refreshing design, meaning they went spider-like, which was far scarier. I remember that fight on YouTube. Designed for the fat molded. In the bottom right, you can see how the molded are made. Victims are kept in cages, all covered with the mold, then left for 2 to 3 days to turn into it. Oh, that's awful. That must be super excruciating. The main dining room inside the house. There weren't plans for a main house and a guest house at this point. Or there might have been, or there were, or weren't. No, there weren't, is what it meant. Oh, originally they wanted to have parasites coming out of the back of their neck, it looks like. Another rough draft of the Bakers has each member associated with a particular color. Jack was yellow, Marguerite was purple, Lucas was blue, and Zoe was red. Ah, nice. Which is kind of interesting because that's some of the similar colors you see in the families in 8. Designed for Evelyn's final form, enlarged by mold. When we were designing her, we had to show each department how every part of her fit together, with the head in the center. Oh, that's so awful. The moment the molded are born. Ugh. This was drawn, art director's comment, this was drawn when we were coming up with ideas for the guest house and trying to work out the size and layout of the house itself. And there's plenty more, but we don't have time to go through all of them. Yeah, there's a lot. What is that? Oh, Blue. That's right. He was associated with Blue. Let's Play written on the entrance, Lucas section of the game. Let's Play. Wow, that's kind of ironic. Oh. Mutated Margaret. Her arms and legs are wrapped in a terrifying way as she relentlessly pursues Ethan. It only gets worse from there. What is this? Ew. You can see a number of strange puzzles scattered about Lucas's section in this place. They're based not just on Lucas's twisted interests, but on the concepts of family and life and death, such as birthday and death and all that. More concept art for Lucas's area. Ooh. Concept for art for when a four-legged molded first appears in Lucas's section. Ah. Oh, that's the ship. Okay. Ooh. A temporary design for the room behind the child's room, where a life-size doll is seated instead of Evelyn. Ooh, that's a harken to 8 in a way. Oh, Mom! Sorry, my cat. I got my... Oh, there goes Corbell. Hope she heard that. As the art not if that letter said hunk, nothing will ever make sense anymore. Or if that letter say Leon, that would flip everything on their hinges. I want to know who Ethan was. I really do. I want to know who Ethan was. He resembles Hunk without his, from what little concept art we have of him, without a mask. But he also resembles Leon. So, I actually don't know. What the heck? Sorry I yelled, guys. I just had to make sure she heard me. I need to go check. Alright, we'll leave that as it is for now. Let's get out of here. That's enough. We've had enough for tonight. That's enough. And if I stay in here any longer, I'm going to find even more stuff and be like, what the I am going to play this game again on my own time, and I'm going to see if there's any things I missed. Because there are areas that were still red that didn't make any sense why they were red, and I couldn't find anything else in those areas. So there might be secrets I never uncovered. Who knows? But at least I'll have Chris's OP infinite ammo pistol at my side. So I should be able to do it pretty quick. But, alright guys, with my brain completely gone and melted into oblivion, I'm gonna leave it here for this. We will probably do, if I have anything special I find, and something I want to show you guys, like if I find something that I didn't notice before, and all that, we'll do another episode. But at the moment, there isn't really much to be done other than Mercenaries. But Mercenaries is more for just survival and earning extra points to make the game easier on you. The Heisenberg Mystery. Yeah, that one's too. That's another one. Heisenberg also kind of looks like Leon. Not gonna lie. Like if you look at the way he carries himself, the way he walks, the way he talks, except for the accent. But sadly, Leon's original voice actor passed away. May he rest in peace. And it happened before Village. So, who knows? Maybe there would have been an original cameo that if you knew his voice, you'd be like, no. But I don't think Heisenberg was Leon. I do think Heisenberg is somehow related to Wesker in some fashion. Because how would he know about Chris's exploits in Resident Evil 5 when he went boulder punching and killed Wesker? That is a bit strange. That is super specific for something to Heisenberg to say on the fly in the fight. Which, like I said, I appreciate Capcom, the hell out of Capcom now. I think they're starting to really get into their making good stories and knowing how to make them connect to each other properly now. And I think they found their niche. And I hope this continues. And I hope they continue to do it as good as this. Because this was fantastic. And it's not over. If by anything we just read, none of this is over. There's probably going to be another one. We could either be playing Zoe, Chris, maybe even Rose. I don't know. So, maybe even that mystery man again who was walking towards the car that the car stopped for all of a sudden down the road. Who knows? If Heisenberg returned in 9, that will bring more questions. It would. It would. But he did disintegrate. I mean, if anyone... at this point, I don't count anything out. We're at this point in Resident Evil, the virus is so good, it can regenerate you like Cell from Dragon Ball. Like, if you have even a little bit left, you will come back. So, and that's why I'm worried about Wesker not actually being dead. So, okay. That's not comforting. None of this is comforting now, but also amazing. I loved every minute of this game. I'm so glad I got it and I got to experience it with you guys. But now I just want the next one to come out. Capcom, hurry up. I'm just kidding. Take your time. Because taking time makes it better. And I want this series to continue to make my brain feel like mashed potatoes. Because that just I love when my brain just lights up with those theories. Is this who this is? Is this who this is? Is this who this is? I love that kind of stuff. That's why I love Warframe, because I'm slowly uncovering its story. And the stuff hidden in it. And I miss that about games. That's something games don't have anymore. Stories are handed to you too easily on a silver platter with no meat on the bone. Like, it's barely anything. It's enough to get by and be decent, but it's not this. And it's not what Warframe is hidden in its story from MMO, or Nier Replicant and Nier Automata, or my brain went, or like originally Metal Gear Solid ages ago. Games need that. Games need that bit of, is this what it really is? Especially if you're not going to end it and you're not going to make this the final game, you have to have a proper, cohesive, good, and make sense for what you're trying to achieve storyline. Because, as an example, even though now I know 6 is more important than I thought, 6 still wasn't done well, as design-wise. Its story may actually relate to the others and is now actually more important than I gave it credit for. But as a design, it's not good. It's still not really a good game. Or 6 isn't. 7 is amazing and all the rest are amazing. 6 was only the one that was just weird. But at least it's still a part of the story, and I give them credit for that, because I never realized that. Because up until this game, in 7, there's never been a true swoop backwards and finally reconnect the dots and make that mystery even deeper, which is what this franchise needed. So, I'm excited. You shot him with a tank round. That won't disintegrate. It'll blow him apart, but not... Well, remember, every mold creature, when it dies, falls apart. But I want to say that doesn't mean anything, because, like, the disintegrating, like falling apart as a mold creature in Miranda's family, like Ethan did at the end, kinda. If the mold is strong enough, I mean, he could, with the right circumstance and the right exposure to another bacteria or something to reawaken it, it said in that file the mold can instantly grow as soon as it's exposed to another bacteria. So, I don't think anyone can die in that village. I don't even know if any of them ever could actually truly be dead. Even Ethan. That could have been him walking towards that car. So we don't know. Capcom went above and beyond with connecting all the games, which is impressive. They did. I super appreciate that. This is now, it always was, but this is now guaranteed will always be one of my favorite franchises from now on. It's up there. It is now going to take permanent place next to Zone of the Enders, Metal Gear Solid, and another game y'all haven't seen yet that I won't mention. But, because that might happen on the channel at some point in the future or so. Depending on if that gets any love again. But, Heisenberg had the highest connection. He did. I think he was an implant. I think since he's the youngest out of all of them, and he's the newest, I think he was sent in there maybe by BSAA, maybe by Chris. Maybe that's why he got pissed. Maybe he was an undercover operative for Chris. But Chris, or maybe not even Chris, maybe he thought it was Chris, but it was BSAA. That's why maybe that could still have been Leon. But, you know. But, but I don't know. Like I said, there's some kind of weird connection going on there because of Heisenberg knowing about Wesker and Chris's incident together. So, I have no idea. So, let's see. But, alright, Farseer. Kevin, aka Shadow Scar, shout out to him. Show him some love. A shout out to Tam King, show him some love, and James Army West 9 for chilling earlier. He called it early tonight because he was tired. Vital Games, show him some love. Shout out to him for joining. Sir Seeley, and everyone in the background as well, just watching the streams. Thank you so much for joining in and experiencing this amazing final stuff. Everything we just experienced, both the ending, reading those files. That was amazing. Bye, Ardnot. Heisenberg is too interesting to kill off. I mean, people probably did like him the most, other than Lady Dimitrescu for other reasons. But, but alright, Farseer, you have a good one. Peace and love to everyone. Good night, everyone. Bye! And don't let the mystery of Umbrella and BSAA ruin your brain too hard, because it's getting crazy. But peace and love, guys. I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow for God Eater. Bye! Whoop, wrong button. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. I don't know what it did that for. Bye!